So let's see what this is about and see where this takes us.
The Akaash Singh situation really just seems never ending at this point. Last time we talked about how he had officially departed from the Flagrant Podcast, as he had already not sat on that couch with his so-called friends for months. And once again, he did not show up as the message was broadcast to their audience that he was out.
As I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akaash, he really went through it earlier this year. He is going to be stepping away from the pod. It is bittersweet.
After all, Flagrant was the show that took him from being a low-rate comedian on the latter half of his better days.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying go to the spank bank as often as you can.
To completely reigniting his career. So a lot of the fans out there really felt that he at the very least owed them some sort of sign-off message.
Nah, but Akaash wants the dude.
The dude.
Yeah, you think you can handle all 10 inches of nav? You think you can take nav down?
And now recently a couple of things have happened
10
to really
inches of
confirm
nav?
the idea that the once
Did he really just say that? He said he could take 10 inches of... Oh, shit.
best friends are no longer on good terms. I also have other updates for you on his wife Jasleen continuing to embarrass herself online, a really horrible TV appearance from Gandhi himself.
Call him Gandhi. They're gonna get divorced.
What happened with your wife? Someone called her a gold digger or something?
As well as the biggest glazer on planet Earth refusing to come up for air off that ling.
No, it was so funny. I went back to my high school and somebody was like, "Yo, heard your voice with Akaash." I was like,
Now coming off his sold-out tour, I really do feel like Akaash was feeling himself, and I really cannot even blame the guy, because coming right out of the inferno, you know, facing the wrath of the internets, he would immediately accomplish his ultimate dream of selling out his favorite venue, and this was clearly a defining career moment for Akaash.
What is up, Radio City Music Hall? Thank you guys so much for coming.
As he would almost immediately sign to United Talent Agency after this show, which is one of the top 3 talent agencies in the world. In the announcement post, Akaash would mockingly say, "Gonna
I
miss
just realized something. I know he's from America, but like, I just realized something. Or maybe he's not, but like, if you're a person who lives in China, I know he's not from China, I'm just saying this out loud. If you're a person in China, how do you become a comedian? Like, you just realize that? How do you become a communist comedian? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you become a communist comedian if there is any? Because if you're a communist comedian, you can't say much. Has anyone realized that? You can't talk about certain celebrities. You can't talk about certain people in power. You can't talk about, like, maybe even political shit to a degree. Because, like, they're listening. Type shit. Talk bad about America. That's the fun part. You don't. Yeah, but like if you talk bad about America, if there's 10 comedians and they're all talking about America, wouldn't they get old super fast? I think it would. That'd be horrendous. They don't play. Oh shit. Okay. Holy fuck.
UME though,
Holy
I guess
shit.
some relationships are harder to leave than others. Shrug. Which was obviously a not-so-sly metaphorical middle finger to both Andrew and the Flagrant audience. And if you need more evidence of this, Neon's father would also simultaneously unfollow Andrew, while continuing to follow the other host, Alex, Mark, and the Flagrant page itself, which really tells me that his issue was directly with Andrew. And it should also be noted here that Akaash would also take the time to unfollow Charlemagne and DJ Academics as well, who were both his friends in the industry for years.
Why does your wife have a...
Oh shit. I didn't. Wait. I thought. Whoa.
Be noted here that Akaash would also take the time to unfollow Charlemagne and DJ Academics as well, who were both his friends in the industry.
Wait a minute. How tall is Charlemagne Lagarde? He's 5'6"? Holy shit. I didn't know he was that short. I thought Charlemagne was like at least at minimum 5'10". Holy shit. Bro's 5'6". This picture did not do any justice in the slightest. Oh my god. Charlemagne looks so upset. He's like, fuck.
For years.
Why does your wife have a microphone in her face?
You know what? Maybe I thought he was taller because he was always... I never realized he's always sitting down. Every time I see him on screen, he's always sitting down. So you always assume that he was actually taller. I've never seen him actually like stand next to somebody till right now. That was crazy.
He's not allowed your wife to start a motherfucking podcast, bro. Yes.
It seems as though anyone who spoke about this insanely hot topic in any negative way in regards to Jasleen got the boot.
And I realized he actually doesn't follow Andrew anymore. But even worse, forget Andrew. Nigga, he ain't follow me no more. I'm telling you now, Akaash, I love you. I'm not going to unfollow you. And anything people ever said about you is because they love you. I know it might not seem that way, but we love you.
Because realistically, Jasleen was poisoning the very well that she was drinking from. Because when it came to the algorithm, the comment section, and the overall fan base of Flagrants, it had literally all become about the Akaash drama. And as someone who understands the back end of the way this all works, I can completely see why Andrew would say fuck that.
Because you don't need a microphone in your face because you gonna fuck around
Sorry about that, chat. My camera fell over. I had to go fix it.
and ruin us. All right? Not just you.
And that's all not to even mention that Andrew was his boy for over a decade.
And that's my brother, and we met in 2008. I remember I just moved to New York, and then I got asked to do this show. It was like a hood show. It was out in Brooklyn, Urban Room, they would call it. But the show didn't end up happening. It got canceled, and then he drove me home together, and he drove me home in his mom's minivan. But then we started talking on the way home. He had all the same taste in comedy, and I didn't see him perform for months. And then I saw him months later at, again, another hood show in Harlem, and he just destroyed the room. And I wasn't nearly I was bombing all the time at that point, but I knew I wanted to go in that direction. And then watching him just have this like unbelievable determination and loyalty, he's so loyal. I don't know a lot of people who get that successful and then they try to become better people while they're doing it. And I feel like he's done that. And that's a really cool thing.
Like I'm saying, as Andrew blew up, it's not like he pulled the ladder up behind him. Like if anything, he showed Akaash the blueprint to climb up that shit. And someone who would really weigh heavily in on this beef was the clown who interviewed Jasleen a couple of months back. Some of you may remember that he was simultaneously spitting at me through the screen, while also swinging on Akaash's
No, in a weird way. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything until let me just wait.
nuts. It was truly a feat that you could only get from your local lot lizard at the Dollar General down the street. I'm talking about generational dick riding here, my people.
I did a deep dive on the Jasleen situation. Progress. Me and Jasleen, that's when we start chopping it up. She's obviously appreciative of our platform for just, being objective about her. I do the Jasleen pod. That shit go nuts, bro.
I've seen the numbers.
Now, the ironic part is that this guy was completely biased.
I'd be sitting around thinking like, yo, if I was Jasleen, I would be doing it worse. Like, I would go on TikTok every day, just grab a rack and just count it and probably like, oh, y'all mad? Y'all mad? Yo.
Jasleen is someone who he literally met one time, who he is clearly in favor of simply because of reasons like them being the same race. And of course, he wanted that sweet, sweet clout.
I got so much respect.
You'd be surprised how much that's a bad idea to do that, but like a lot of people don't understand this. Just because you're a same race of person doesn't mean you should have that type of loyalty. You'd be surprised how much people do that, and it ends up being horrendously a bad idea. But they don't want to admit it because it makes them feel like they're a horrible person because they're doing something to their race. They're not doing something to anything. The person's just using that as a form of excuse to get whatever they want out of you. Don't let that fall. Don't fall for that bullshit trick. Do not fall for that bullshit trick. Just because we look the same doesn't mean we're on the same level, my guy. A lot of people use that shit. We the same color, so therefore we should be the same brothers. No, there's a lot of people with the same colors and backstab you the same way, just as much as they wasn't the same color as you. That's why character is more important than any form of loyalty of like appearance. Because just because we look the same doesn't mean we get along.
For her and Akaash, because even my small taste of that, it's intense. Yo, y'all talking to me about people that I've met. I've had real conversations off of a camera.
Yeah.
Akaash sold out Radio City.
Yeah.
People on the internet are joking around as if he's lost something through all of this.
Keep in mind that this guy's entire brand is built around his Indian roots. I mean, you can see it directly on display with the corny brown creative hat that he is sporting. And y'all know I'm brown, right? I mean, look at my skin. But if you ever see me rolling around with one of these brown creative hats on...
Yeah, it looks cringe. It looks fucking cringe. Don't do this.
Just finish me right there for the sheer amount of cringe that I brought into this world.
Andrew and Flagrant made a statement saying that Akaash is no longer a part of Flagrant Podcast. And I had a problem with their statement.
As I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akaash, he really...
The thing is, a lot of people don't realize this. When your whole shtick is running on, like, just because of your appearance, that is extremely fickle and disingenuous. Yeah, the point I'm saying is there's like you'd be surprised how many people run with that whole like my whole shtick is the race. So it disingenuously puts you in this weird it puts you in that disingenuous thinking of like are you actually good at what you do, or are you just using your race to get to point A to point B? And if anyone criticizes you, are you going to say because they're racist? That's just that disingenuously just fucks on. And I understand, I get it. You're trying to support your own set of people. I get it, through your own means. But like you have to understand when you do this, it kind of like it nullifies your hard work. It's like Lily Singh, for instance, when she kept on bringing up constantly about her race and she being a lesbian all damn day. She is not fucking funny. If you ever watch her shit, it's not funny. And if you say it's not funny, you hate Indian people. Oh, and you hate people who are LGBTQ. This is what I'm talking about. Whenever you run with that because of my orientation, my race, or where I'm from type shit, and not say, you know what, I don't want to be seen, like, for instance, I think, what's his name? Freeman was trying to say on that interview, he doesn't want to be seen as a black man, he wants to be seen as a man. I don't want to be seen as a black actor, I want to see as an actor. Because what he's saying is, it's not because him being black is the problem. He's saying that I want my merits of what I can do, show forth the work that, or the portfolio that I've built, not because I'm black, but because I am talented and I know I'm talented. When you run with, I'm a black creator and that's it, or I'm a white creator and that's it, or I'm an Asian creator and that's it, it makes me think you're probably not as talented as you think you are. You might be talented, but you may be not as talented as you think you are. Because if you present yourself based on how you draw on your talents, it makes more sense. Yes, it's very weird. It's very weird. She'll do this thing where she'll mix between urban like thinking. Yes, that's what it is. That's ultimately it is. She uses black people as a form of like a urban like thing where she'll talk in this particular way in 1 second and then do another thing in the next, and then she's not black, she's just Indian, but she knows black people, so it's okay. Or she's around black people, that's just okay. That's what she likes to do, right? And that's I don't think that's cool to do around black people. Don't do that, because it seems like you don't genuinely care. Yeah, extremely shallow. That's like insane. So this is why I say don't run with I'm a black creator, I'm an Asian creator, and I'm a brown creator, as in like probably Indian or Hispanic. Like, don't do that. Come in and say, pause. Arrive with the idea of like, I'm here to show off my skills. I'm not here to show off my orientation or my, my skin or what case may be. That shit's crazy. Don't do that. Because now because what you're doing, you're alienating the rest of the other audiences that may be fans of yours. And yes, you're probably trying to support your people. Again, I'm going to say this again. You might be supporting your own people. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, but it's perfectly fine. But like the issue is like when that's the only thing you run with, it comes off disingenuous. And then you're probably isolating yourself from a bigger audience that might be even more for you than you think, than even your own people. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So don't run off with that orientation DEI kind of nonsense that because you are that particular group of person, you have to represent off rip. No, you represent yourself. You'd be surprised how many people follow you when you have enough confidence in yourself that what you're good at is more important than what you look or what you've been forcibly subscribed to by default or circumstance. You know what I'm saying? So, don't fall for that bullshit. You'd be surprised how many people get caught up with that shit and then they're crazy. Or they get fucked over because of that very sentiment.
I went through it earlier this year.
I'm sure that they're friends but I just don't like adding the context of he's been through a lot. Because I feel like you could have made that statement and just said, yo, he leaving the pod, he's focusing on stand-up, and that's it. That additional piece of context, like how would you read that?
I mean, the truth is that Akaash could not handle the audience that he helped build, turning on him this way. I mean, I'm not even saying that I blame Akaash for not wanting to be the butt of the joke on a ship that he helped build. But if he wanted to control the narrative, well, he should have shown face on the podcast, or even released a simple written or video statement onto his social media about his departure. And when he decided to do neither, I feel like he
I keep forgetting his name, but he's a black creator. He said he makes artwork, and a lot of black people get on him for not making more black works when he doesn't have to. Like, once you start making that thing about you're a black creator, that's all they think you do is just make things that's just for black people. You can't think outside the box other than the race you're in. And that's the problem. That also goes for gay people. If you're a gay person, you say you're a gay creator, right? If you're making something that happens to be for straight people that is probably good or probably interesting, you just happen to be gay, Like, let's use the X-Men 97 show. The dude who was writing at the time before he took him off as showrunner, I think, he was a gay man, but he was super into X-Men since he was a kid, like when it was running when we was kids. So he had a good understanding of how the heroes were. So when he was writing at the time for X-Men 97, everyone was like, this is like the show. If he was just come off, I'm a black creator, people are going to think, Muggin Lord. Yeah, Muggin Lord, that's his name. He was saying that it's frustrating for him to make new characters because every time he makes a character that is non-black, he gets some type of flack. And then when he makes a black character, they say they're not black enough, or they're too light-skinned, or sometimes they say she's too dark-skinned. Like, this is why you don't run with this shit. This is why you don't run with your orientation and or race or front with your political whatever. You go based on your skills, not what you are circumstantially subscribed to. Don't do that.
Relinquished his opportunity to control the narrative. And this guy, on the other hand, is still hanging around his high school, somehow meat-writing the situation.
This is the funniest thing, because like I've met Akaash once, like I love Justine after meeting her, right? My neighbor goes, yeah, I heard your boy sold out Radio City. And then me and my girl were dying laughing. We're all like, No, it was so funny. I went back to my high school and somebody was like, yo, I heard your voice with Akaash. I was like,
oh my God, bro, is dick riding all you do?
If this is how a down year, that's not how that feels. Like how that felt is that, yo, this was like the rough chapter in your hero journey. Mm-hmm. This is like LeBron losing a bunch of times and then finally getting that, yo, I got the ring.
Comparing Akaash to LeBron James simply because his wife would not shut up about her college memories with frat boys, wanting to bang her best friend's husband Akaash 2.0, and her materialism addiction is objectively hilarious.
Hey, bro. Hey. Yeah, you never want to be a people pleaser. There are situations where if something's true, you should defend it if you want, if it's true. But don't just play ball for anyone just because you on the same, you like them. Sometimes you gotta pull back and be like, I don't know about that one, bro. I ain't gonna speak on something I don't know. And if he does know, let your friend defend themselves to a degree. Because if you just keep playing defense for your friend, or probably offense for your friend, you gotta look kind of crazy. Now, I'm not saying not to defend your friend or be a good friend, but like there has to be some form of self-awareness where your friend needs to be like, this is fucking dumb. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of that, her posting has continued, as she has somehow grown an even bigger head, due to the fact that she has recently signed with a talent agency herself.
Well. So to all the people that didn't believe in me and didn't think I could provide anything, I just had my third call with an agency today. I think it's safe to say your girl is going to start making money soon. The tables have turned, so what are you going to do for me now that I'm making money?
I mean, I just have to say it, guys. This has to be
You know what? You know how he could have got back at her almost instantly if this was live streamed? If she was saying that to him, this is the moment to break up with her now. That would have been funny. You know how funny that would have been? Yeah, always. She has a horrible voice.
Girl is gonna start making money soon. Rich. The tables have turned, so what are you gonna do for me now that I'm making money?
I mean, that's the moment you break up with her right there. That would have been funny. Voice like that, I know, that'd be irritating. Imagine she chewing you out for some stupid shit and you have to hear this fuck ass voice.
I just have to say it, guys, this has to be one of the most deluded people I've ever seen. And that boy Neon Sr. is right there with her.
I'm gonna be out here popping this butthole. For the black friends.
You know, like, people always ask me, like, how are you so unaffected by, like, all these think pieces about you? This all sounds so fucking dumb to me. What my real issue is like, why do these people, when they talk about me, they get, like, 10x their normal views? But when I talk, and I'm me, I'm talking, I don't.
I mean, her entire engagement online is based on people hate.
Yeah, she for the streets, bro. Yeah, this is not it, gang. And yeah, this is she is mid at best. She has no heavies whatsoever, bro. Yeah, he pretty much said, I wouldn't say cuck, but I think he's on that level. I don't know why successful men who make money take women who just totally degrade them completely. I don't know what's up with that. That's a weird trend. I've noticed this, men successful, whether I hate them or I don't like them, they tend to be taking women who just outright do not give a flying fuck about their reputation or them in general. I don't know what's up with that shit. It's a very weird thing. Very, very weird. I don't know what's up with this. This bitch is very mid. I'm not gonna lie to you. She is mid as fuck, bro.
Watching. And not only from the Flagrant side, but also from her very own community, where other Indian girls have consistently called her out for talking shit constantly about their culture.
Yeah, should I do a think piece about ruining my husband's career after he sold out Radio City and, like, has never sold out more shows?
For what? Wait, thank you for all the hate for what that I would have never gotten signed, and my husband would have never sold out Radio City. I hope you sleep well at night knowing. And this is where, very carefully, be very, I think this is not to all women, so if you guys watch this video back again when I edit this, go fuck yourself. This has nothing to do, I'm not talking about all women, but I noticed that for men who's building a career on this internet, be very wary on the women who has a platform. Actually, I would like to take a chick that has no platform. I think that's the best thing. When a woman tries to do like this shit, when bullshit happens with you and it connects to her, she's going to talk to the audience if there's a real person there. She's going to argue with them. She's arguing with the audience about something stupid as this. Like, you're going to answer to every time people say some criticism about you. No, don't do that. That shit's dumb.
Yes, guys, she really thinks that all of the hate that she cast upon Akaash is the sole reason that he sold out Radio City Music Hall. You know, completely diminishing any of his hard work. She would also openly brag about the fact that Andrew and Akaash are no longer friends on her Instagram story, while also claiming that she was digitally essayed the last couple of months, meaning through the computer.
I really try to remember that everything works out the way it's supposed to. Rejection is a redirection. Oh, Jesus. That's not like a Facebook post. Fucking chorus. Okay, it is easier said than done. When people were digitally essaying me and continue to do so, digitally essaying you. What the fuck does that mean? What, they taking your pictures or some shit? And then, like, what, putting through AI? What does that mean, chat? What is digitally essaying someone? But that, what, they're just reposting her in her bikini or some shit that she posted? What the fuck? But that experience made me and my husband so much stronger. Oh my God. Yeah, be very careful of a chick who's on the internet. They say stupid shit like this, or to try to say you got stronger because you read a comment or someone said something mean to you. Yo, someone stole my J's digitally. I don't know, getting teabagged in Halo. That's the closest thing. You know what? You're right. She was probably playing Halo. She got teabagged. Or she was playing Call of Duty. She got teabagged. I don't know. That's a weird thing to say. What is digitally essaying someone? I don't know. Holy shit. But that experience made me and my husband so much stronger, showed us who our real friends are, oh God, and made us see fame more clearly. I think sometimes the bad things that happen to you ends up giving you some BS. Whenever I see posts like this or see something like this, I literally think like Facebook posts when people talk anonymously but don't say exactly what it is. And then when you go and try to investigate what they're talking about, they'll say, oh, it's nothing. Or they just want a form of attention type shit where it's someone you personally know, right? They make some type of statement saying, oh, I know who my real friends type shit is, or whatever the case may be, or people out here lying to you type shit. And then you fuck with them. So you send them a message in the comment section and you say, hey, what's up? What's good? Or text me or some shit. And they'll say like, oh, it's nothing, bullshit. It's just people being dumb. You're not saying who. You're asking who you're talking about. You won't say it, but you'll put an anonymous, very, like this anonymous like post that just makes everyone think either you're talking about someone specific or you're talking about the whole friend group. We don't know. But because you do that and people investigate, you say nothing, you look like a crazy person. Stop doing that.
By the comments. Like, you cannot make this shit up. And recently...
Oh my gosh. No, only the real ones know what's going on post. Right? And then you realize they're just either mentally unsound and they just want drama, or they want some form of like attention just to see if people respond. Because sometimes they do that. They have no actual issues with anyone. They will just literally just say that just to see who will respond, who will simp for them. It's usually girls who do this. I don't think, well, men do this too. I'm not saying they don't do it, but like women are known for doing this, prolific for doing this. And then when a dude comes in, they know who's to simp for them and who's not. Oh, that's a common Facebook thing they do all the time. And no matter what race of person, it's like it's a typical thing. Stupid friend. I have the stupid one for real, but yeah. See, I'm saying they do that. They at least do that at least once. You've seen it at least one time. They'll say some ominous or very not really specific post to someone or a group of people, and then when you investigate, they'll do this thing where they'll not tell you. They're just seeing if you're just bullshitting or seeing if you're willing to know what you're talking about. So, motherfucker posts himself smoking in the college campus. Dumbass. Never do that.
Hariko is even more out of control after signing the talent agency deal, and she apparently now even has a personal assistant on Akaash's payroll.
You guys, my assistant Kiana helped us secure mangoes shipped from India.
And in general, she has just continued to be beyond obnoxious.
Where are my financially anxious girlies that also love to shop? Rise up. I'm here with you.
I can tell she is fucking insufferable. She is probably a ball-busting, insufferable demon that just brings up the most unnecessary, just irritating, most agitating person ever. I'm pretty sure she likes to argue for the love of the game.
Sometimes what I like to do to give myself like a little treat in between like big high-end shopping, I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll just buy a perfume. Yes, I know it's like consumerism and whatever.
Did this bitch say high-end shopping? Did she say high-end shopping? What does that mean? Like you're buying expensive shit?
And in general, she has just
like a little treat in between like big high-end shopping. I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll just buy a perfume. Yes, I know it's like consumerism and whatever. It's fine. I like it. Fashion.
And this is exactly why Marvel and all these different companies are trying to get that woman niche, because they know women are the most biggest spenders of all of both of the genders. That's exactly why they're trying to make every show, every franchise that was made for men, for women. And then whenever they do this, it totally destroys the franchise completely and no one's buying anything. Yeah, she's balling. She's trying to flex. She's low-key like dry flexing. She's dry flexing to its nth degree by trying to talk in this, I relate to you, but I'm actually more better than you by buying expensive things, and I can drink at Starbucks and all this stuff and call you girlies and shit. Whenever you girls talk like that, I don't trust y'all. Y'all fucking demons, I swear.
It's a hobby.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
In all seriousness, though, Akaash did recently show face to do some promotion for his tour, and people in the comments were saying that this is not the healthiest this guy has ever looked, and even here he could not help but bring up her shopping addiction.
He looks a little chubby, and they're gonna get a divorce. If they don't have a divorce now, they will in a couple of years.
So what are you looking forward to doing while you're here?
I love just walking the street. My wife likes shopping, so she really likes Honolulu and just all the shopping, and I will try to avoid spending money by distracting her with Waikiki Beach.
I mean, in this interview, I almost think the guy looked downright drunk or hungover. And my favorite part of the interview was...
I know, I just bumped half the country, but I'm just like you for real, gang.
When the news anchor ironically says...
Or no, at the beginning of every shot, I try to say, hey, if something I say like offended you or you feel like I went too far, or if you just don't want to be talked to, just give me this motion and I'll move on. Because I'm 5'7" and I know this. I can't fight. So like, I don't need to be just mean to be mean. So like,
a lot of people who have that misconception, just because you're short doesn't mean you can't kick ass. That's actually a misconception. There's a lot of dudes who are actually short who can actually beat a dude's ass who's 6 foot. Now, there's still a weight thing. I know like a dude who's 6 something could be like 300, 200 pounds or so, but just because tallness doesn't actually mean guaranteed win. You just have more reach, or depending on your weight class may change all that. But like if you're a skinny dude, like you know those dudes who look like they can wear skinny jeans and still be stuck to their skin. Yeah, shorty still got advantage to a degree. You'd be surprised. There's some dudes who can kick some ass on some dudes who are much taller than they are. That's a thing. You're leaning in close range. Yo, waiting in close range, bro. Boxing with that bitch.
You don't want a Will Smith coming out.
Oh, what? Go back.
So like, I don't need to be just mean to be mean. So like,
you don't want a Will Smith coming out.
Oh, you know what? Will Smith walking up on you.
I'm a prime candidate to get slapped. I'm a very slappable guy.
It's funny because Akaash has quite literally become the new Will Smith after being publicly embarrassed by his wife time and time again. And I did want to show you guys this other clip from another recent interview that Akaash did, where he was asked directly about the idea of Jasleen being a gold digger.
What happened with your wife? Someone called her a gold digger or something?
Oh, it was a whole thing online.
So fast short kings. I don't want to fight short guys who know how to fight fast short kings.
Yeah, there's this community of people online who don't really like women, and it's like their whole identity is women are awful. And look, I love a little bit of sexism.
Right there. This is stupid. I've noticed that 90% of the time when this man's on any form of interview, his wife always comes up. That's not a good sign. Now, it's not bad if he brings up his wife and say how you and the wife is. That's fine. But whenever they talk about his wife, it's just emasculating him. Yeah, I would too. This shit's stupid. He keeps getting emasculated every time by his wife. He should just get rid of this chick. At least Nick Cannon was a little bit smart to get rid of I don't know if he was the one who initiated the divorce. I doubt it. But like, at least he was smart enough to like get away from Mariah Carey. Now that bitch is a diva ass crazy. She's crazy, I think, a little bit. I think she's a bit crazy. Yeah, for real.
Like, it was just obnoxious.
No, he can pull. That's the thing. Because people like Rakai has a lot of money. He has money. Rakai has money, right? And Rakai is a piece of shit. And girls will suck that dick because, pause. They'll suck him off because obviously he's Rakai. They'll suck him off just for clout. It is what it is. Pause again. You know what I'm saying? So like, dude is a pretty normal dude, based on what I'm seeing. And he got money. He can pull another Indian chick. It's not he can't. He can pull another Asian chick. Shit, he can pull probably a white chick. But like, probably can't even pull a black chick. But like, let me see. Like, he has money, and he's apparently funny, and bitch is like a dude who makes him laugh. So if he's funny, that he shouldn't be too far off. Dude's 5'7", you know what I'm saying? Average height of the American woman is like, what, 5'5", I think? 5'5"? So he's not that far off finding a chick. It's not like he can't. Kevin Hart has a woman. Yeah, this is just as worse as that Decepticon story. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You know, you're right. If he doesn't pull, it's ironically probably just going to be a carbon copy and doesn't change. You're correct. He may actually pull the same type of chick. Because a lot of people do this. They think because they got rid of the original chick and got a new chick, they think the new chick is better than the last chick. No. You have to look at the other chick and compare them, and not in looks, but like in attitude and just personality. Do they say the same things or extremely similar things? If they do, you did not get rid of the chick. You just change. It's like you change a different car, but you put in the same engine in a different car. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You didn't change. You just changed the outlook, the interior of the car. But if the car has the same engine and same everything, you're still in the same fucking boat. You know what I'm saying?
He came on I had a podcast, he came on, and I just kind of dressed him down. He's like a 6-foot+ black dude.
Oh, interior, I mean exterior, my bad.
Dude who is getting dressed down on camera by this little scrawny, skinny, fat, never take his shirt off, wear 2 layers, 5'7" Indian. And I think he felt very embarrassed by that moment because it just lived. And every time he would try to come at me, I would just post that and be like,
yeah, you're right. You changed Fortnite skins, but you're still ass at the game. Just because you changed from your Gojo skin to, like, I don't know, the Jack skin doesn't make you any more better than you was just an hour ago.
Done our discussion. And then my wife is like me. She says crazy things. I don't care what she says. They're all jokes. I know it. And we don't get offended by jokes. So
yeah, but you can't, like, bro, listen, you're the comedian. She's not. See, this is what happens when you're scared to tell your wife or your girlfriend whatever you're supposed to say, because there's a certain idea that you have to have or a certain standing that you have, right? You are the comedian. So whenever you say anything, it might be taken more likely as a joke. She's not, right? So because she's not a comedian, everything she says may be true. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's where the problem's coming in. He's just ignoring the fact that because he don't want to have some type of issue with your wife because she might. I don't know. He got a prenup. I don't think bro got prenup. I don't think bro got prenup. So he's trying to stay in her good graces so she don't take half of what he has. Got to put your listening ears on. Yep. He's ignoring the fact that he doesn't want to have an issue with his wife directly because she knows he'll lose everything.
Oh, someone clipped up like all the craziest things she said back to back to back, and then just put it out on the internet, and then it took on its own narrative.
And overall, it appears to me that Akaash has made the decision, or at least Jasleen has, that he is okay in isolation away from the very people who truly helped him build his career.
If that skin comes through, I'm wearing that skin for the lulz. Oh my god, if that skin goes through, I'm wearing for the lulz.
From the dirt, when it was looking nearly over. And he will now totally and completely turn into the Indian comedian for the Indian audience. Which, to be fair, is not the dumbest move I've ever seen. I mean, that is a massive, but very untapped demographic. So I really see nothing wrong with that being his business strategy. But yes, something about the way this all went down, from the petty Instagram captions, to the wife's Instagram stories, and now her continuing to post all of this self-important downright bullshit. I don't know, it really just makes me cringe on the deepest level. But y'all let me know what you guys think on this update down below.
You guys see something for real? Yeah, I'm gonna get stream strike there. I'm gonna get stream strike. Oh shit, it's coming. I knew I was gonna get hate for that. I need to play it now. You gave me more reason to play it. If PT was honest, well, not honest, not saying she's lying, but if she's really true, if she's saying what she's saying is true, that they will actually put Captain During in this do-rag into the skin, into Fortnite, I will probably play that fucking character. I'm dead serious. It'll be so fucking funny. I can't. It's gotta be more funny if I start losing and dying as Captain Durag. That'd be funny as shit.
Oh, for those of you who do frequently watch the Flagrant Podcast, do you think it's been better without Akaash? Have you really felt the lack of his presence? And whose side are you really on between Akaash and Andrew? Or I guess maybe I should say Jasleen versus Andrew. Either way though, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other sad comedians out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
Hey, how you doing?
Got a show tonight.
Is that Akaash's wife?
Yeah, take it easy on that.
Oh shit. Oh,
sorry.
Shit.
We're consuming a lot of that content.
If I allow, I'm gonna have to wear durag at least 4 feet long. You know what? You gotta say it's a little creative that they made the cape. The durag is the cape. That is funny as fuck. That shit is horrendous. That's horrendous. That is horrendous as shit. All right, so that's the end of the video. We're done for today. I'll let you guys go. Have a great night, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Nathaniel. Thank you, Silver. Thank you, Mighty. Who else was in here? Thank you, Bri. Thank you. And Andre. I don't think Mikey was in here. No, I don't think so. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. Have a great night. I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably be on tomorrow. If I'm not on tomorrow, I'm not on tomorrow because I got work stuff to do. I only got on late because I had work stuff to do. So if I'm not on around 5 o'clock or at least around 3, don't bother to wait up for me. Don't bother. If I'm on before then, we might play video game. We might. All right, night, guys. We out. Later, guys. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Love you all. I'm out.